Welcome back to the karaoke stage from hell. So, once in a while, we're going to get some guests in here. Different people I've known over the years, and we're going to review different people that we either hate or we love. Tonight's guest is Peter. Peter, joining us from where are you joining us from, Peter?
I'm in Seattle, Washington.
Holy shit, Seattle, Washington. Now I love Peter. Peter's a great guy. You know, when you're watching my intro video, I talk about that crazy bitch we 86. Well, I didn't tell you the other part of the story. After we 86'd her, she started bringing guys down to beat me up. And one afternoon, she happened to catch me on the stream by myself, calls a dude up. He shows up with her to the bar, and it's just the three of us there. I'm about to get my ass kicked. I'm on camera. And then, like a guardian angel, Peter comes sweeping in. And he stands up to this guy. And, Peter's like 3 feet taller than this fucking mental midget. And, brother, I love you, man. If I never told you that before, nothing worse than an ass kicking.
I was happy to be there, man. To be honest, it's funny. Like, I remember that day, and I remember when I showed up, and I noticed the guy, and I was thinking, the first thing I'm thinking is like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what's his problem? And then as the evening continued, I started to realize, like, yo, wait a minute, is this about Anne? Is this about Anne? Like, bro, like, you're working too hard, man. Like, you're doing this all wrong.
Oh my god. Oh, she was so fucking nuts, man. Yeah, I could do a whole episode on her alone, but hey, you're here. We're here to talk about you today. So let me ask you something. I know you used to live across the street from the bar, right? In the apartments above the shopping center.
That's right.
How much of that scrumdiddly up just pussy were you getting from that?
Well, I'll tell you, when I first moved across the street, I thought, oh man, this is going to be the best, right? But it's interesting how it all worked out, because when you're going to the same bar 4 or 5 nights a week, it kind of turns into a don't shit where you sleep situation.
I got you, man.
Like, I don't, there was just, I remember when I first started going there was a couple that was a regular couple used to go into Boo all the time, and I remember when they broke up, the dude had to stop going to Bamboo because he didn't want to see his ex. And I'm like, yo, fuck that. Like, I'm not letting anything come between me and Bamboo.
Oh
Like,
man,
I'm not going to let that happen, right? So yeah, for the most part, I pretty much had a no regulars policy. I didn't really go out with anybody who was a regular. But that said, though, like, Bamboo always had a really good crowd, and karaoke itself is very conducive to interaction. It's not like a nightclub where everyone's trying to act like they're aloof and they're too cool for everybody. Like, karaoke is a lot more open, and people tend to talk to each other more. So yeah, it was a great environment. Honestly, there were a lot of good karaoke places back in the day. It was a very competitive market, but Bamboo was always the best. They always had the best crowd
so you
and the
see up
best
on
cake
my
too.
so you see up on my screen here.
Mhm.
These guys are your roommates, right?
Yeah. So the one on the right was Eddie, was my roommate. Manny was I think they were both industrial design students at San Jose State. So that's how we knew
Right,
Manny.
right.
So he used to come in with us a lot too.
Well, let's get this show on the road. Let's see what these guys are capable of. I remember these cats. I wouldn't say that they were top tier. Let's be honest here, man. Let's be honest. But they weren't dog shit. They definitely were not dog shit, and they were somewhere middle tier, I'd say. You know, they they
I mean, to
they.
be honest, we were usually completely out of our minds when we went to the booth. So
All right, let's get this
it
show
was
going,
it was
man.
hit and miss.
Brass monkey, that funky monkey.
Man, they got powerful voices.
Brass monkey, junkie, that funky monkey.
Yeah, it takes a few seconds for the drug induced to clear the drug induced glaze from your eyes and throat, and then Eddie usually picks it up from that point. He finds his rhythm.
Yeah, it's funny, man. You can tell, like, Eddie, he knows the song. He's on it, and Manny's just kind of sitting there holding the mic like...
Castle in Brooklyn is where I dwell.
Manny's there for support.
That funky monkey. Brass monkey junkie. That funky monkey. When it's time to get ill, pour it on my face. Monkey taste that when you pour on ice.
See, and you can tell right there, Ed was trying to give Manny a shot to, like, you know, start singing, and then he, you know, Manny just flops. He just flops. He lets Eddie down, so Eddie has to take over again.
Yeah. You know, Eddie was always very conscious of what's going on. He gives you some space.
Brass monkey junkie, that funky monkey.
This is the kind of karaoke you want to see, though. Like, you want to see people who are into it and feeling it.
Right. And not only that, you know, you want to see them, you know, well, you do want some talent in there. I'd say karaoke is 50% talent, 50% show presence.
Yeah, stage presence is very important.
You know, and then we got some singers, they're 99% voice, and then we got some singers that are like 2% voice and 2% stage presence, and those are the ones that rock shit.
Yep.
But I'd say right here we got a good 50-50 mix.
Yeah, exactly.
That funky monkey. Brass monkey junkie. That funky monkey.
Oh man, look at those compression errors.
2005 streaming technology, baby.
Woo.
Like a little strobe effect on Eddie's moves.
Brass monkey.
It's killer that, you know, 17 years later we can still go back and watch this though, man. Wow. Well, you know, Ed, if you're watching, I think Peter, I give him a thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, Eddie. Man, I miss you. I miss your moves. I miss your rapping. I miss your singing, bro.
Oh, great times. Well, Peter, thanks for joining me tonight. We're going to wrap this up. Folks, again, don't forget, share, like, and subscribe. If you want to come on as a guest, just let me know in the comments. All right, peace.